this lady and has won award after award this year. 2022, I've just seen accolade after accolade after accolade.
The RDR Show with Robbie Durant.
These are some of the achievements of Dr. Shiksha Gallow. Woman of Stature and Healthcare Award in Dubai. Woman of Wonder Awards. The Influential Woman of the Year Award. Represented South Africa at Mrs. Tourism Universe. Won the Ambassador for Humanity. Corporate Global Governance Award for Medical Cannabis Research. How good is that? Honorary Doctorate in Medicine from the University of America. Export course funded by the UK government, as well as a Principal Investigator, the first clinical trial in South Africa. My goodness. Dr. Shiksha Gallow, wow. Welcome to the RDR Show.
Hi, Robbie. Thank you so much for having me.
Shiksha, firstly, congratulations on all your achievements. I think 2022, where everyone's been like kind of reeling to get back on from COVID, you came out of the starting blocks and have left everybody in the dust. Firstly, congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much. It's been a great year, but also had ups and downs. But I think, the best thing is to look forward and just keep on moving. Otherwise, we'll never rise or grow to where we need to be. 2022
for you, do you need to pinch yourself a little bit and say, was it real? I mean, just what you've achieved, and obviously through thick and thin, you've gone way above what most women have done in their entire careers.
Yeah, no, sometimes I do. Just award after award. I've even stopped accepting nominations now because I feel it's like just too much. Even my staff say there's no more space on the shelves for any more trophies and certificates now. But it's been great.
How did you get into medicine? What was that initial thought process and you getting into medicine?
So I've actually started in medical science, in clinical pathology, and due to my parents not having sufficient money to send us to medical school, I'm the youngest of two elder sisters. So I went into started with medical science and enjoyed it. And then from there, I just started studying more and then got bridged off into clinical pathology. Then I completed a master's of medicine, went into public health. Then I was in the vaccine industry at birth. In clinical trials, was really exciting, and then I've learned much more. Then I've done a couple of PhDs there, and so that's my journey been. And then I started in the medical cannabis industry, and that's where everything has changed for me. I just keep learning so much information that I've never learned about medicine, because we don't actually learn anything about medical cannabis or the endocannabinoid system when you study, the normal medical curriculum. So for me, that is when I started studying more and more. I've done another PhD in medical cannabinoids and receiving the honorary doctorate in medicine for me, for the research that I'm doing and I've done. I was just like really, really amazed to get all of that. And it's, my vision, Robbie, is to basically transform global healing by empowering the world with my holistic practices, and that has always been my vision, to heal people, and that is why I went into that into the medical field.
Yeah, I mean, those accolades just are massive. Let's talk about medical cannabis and your opinions. Is the opinionation improving? Are people starting to accept it now, and the ways forward? And I mean, because it does work.
Yes, definitely. There is a still huge stigma attached to medical cannabis. That is why I'm running these clinical trials, where we're actually looking at South African-based medicines with South African-based evidence using our population, which we can publish for chronic pain. That is what the research is actually. We're replacing opioids with medical cannabis for patients with chronic pain. And, doctors are getting more educated. Patients want it, so the doctors need to learn more. So I definitely see a shift, but to be very honest, the stigma is still there, and we need to do a lot more work to educate people.
Dr. Gallows, I think every man is asking this, does it help gout?
Yes, definitely. Gout is basically very acidic body, and what we do, it helps with homeostasis. So there's various conditions that we can assist patients with.
Well, boys, we're going to give you Dr. Gallow's number after this. Okay, so you went to Mrs. Tourism Universe. How incredible was that experience? I mean, just looking at all the photos, it almost seems like that was the transition of Dr. Gallows into this beautiful pageant lady. And I mean, it's almost like you turned into this incredible butterfly. I'm not saying you weren't a beautiful butterfly, but you really just bloomed consumed at that pageant?
It was very totally out of my comfort zone, as you're aware, because I'm an academic. It was lucky I had support. I had Resty, one of my guys from the Philippines, who assisted me with hair and makeup. To be very honest, Robbie, it's something that I will never do again. You have to wake up very early in the morning to get hair and makeup done. You have like 2-3 hours of sleep the whole day. You're smiling at cameras and dressing up. And for me, it was a great experience to do something. I wanted to do something taking me out of my comfort zone. It was 10 days of pageanting. So it was like, for me to also be away from my patients, from my business for 10 days. I didn't even have time. And in between, I was trying. It was difficult. But it was exciting to just do something very different. But I feel I have a brain and I like to use it and not just be a show pony and let people take photos of me. So for me, it was good, but I don't think it's really my cup of tea.
Well, I'll drink to that when you say you've got a brain, that's for sure. You finished the event, I think it was 2 days before, you broke your foot or something happened to your foot. Just tell us what happened there, and you still pushed through,
God.
just showing your courage and your determination.
Yeah, so as I said, it was 10 long days. So 2 days before, we went to another hotel in another area, and I was like rushing to the toilet in heels. And in most of these hotels in Thailand, they have steps. So when you open doors, it's not just straight, unlike South Africa, and it's a huge step. And I was actually rushing through, and I didn't see it, and then I fell. And that is when I actually broke or injured my ankle. I couldn't walk. I was in a wheelchair for a couple of hours, and I was just crying. I'm like, oh my God, we're almost close to the finals. But luckily, I had some people in Thailand, some other business partners. I didn't want to go to any doctor because I knew what to do. So we used whatever we had and numbed it so I could actually perform on the main event. So stand in heels, very difficult. I don't know if you noticed, I had guys on the side coming and spraying my ankles. When we were off stage, lucky my husband was there to support me with ice packs, quickly out of the stage, putting my foot up, ice packs, spraying it, numbing it back on stage. And then I don't know if you saw, I had to have someone escort me in the stage and back, because I wasn't able to balance or walk on my own because the injury was, my foot was like huge. I couldn't even zip my heels up, so just to get on. So I didn't want to let South Africa down. And I'm really excited that I actually brought a global title home. The fact that I never ever did pageants before in my life. So yeah, I had to just keep pushing. I didn't want it to end there.
Well, I mean, Ambassador for Humanity, that's what you were awarded. What does that mean? What does that mean?
So yeah, I think it's really exciting for me because I feel that title for Mr. Tourism Universe fits me. Obviously the people could see what I'm passionate about. I also won the Best in Forum, Robbie. That is where you asked questions. You asked questions by all of the judges for a period of time, and you have to give your vision as to what are you going to do, using your titles. And I also won that, which I think was my strong point, which I was really excited about. So the Ambassador for Humanity, you hold that title for tourism, for trying to make a difference in people's lives. Where is the social projects or what I'm actually doing in medicine. So that is what I'm looking at. It's exactly what I was doing with my non-for-profit company as well as with my patients. So I think that is where, everybody and all the judges, saw me fit in. So I was really excited. So I got the title for a year, but I will keep the ambassadorship, forever, and for the corporate governance one that I want. So I actually will keep the title ambassador. But the reign as the queen will be for 1 year. It ends next year until we hand the title over to the next winner, which will be in 2023. Yeah.
You're going to need a bigger house for all these certificates and doctorates and education's excellence. And are you going to continue to study and just keep on learning to an old lady? Because, I don't think there's any stopping Dr. Shiksha Gallow, that I can tell you.
I always believe the day you stop learning is the day you actually stop living. So for me, there's so much that you can always learn. Every single day I've learned something more, like this export course the qualification that was sponsored by the UK government. I was selected, or my company was selected, because they want to empower women, especially in the Eastern Cape, to export whatever they're doing out of the country to uplift the South African government and our economy as well as women. So I've learned something there that I had no clue about. It was a 7-week course, and part of the course was while I was in Thailand. It was a challenge for me. I was pageanting and trying to study in the plane, in between. So it was really difficult. At one stage, I thought I wouldn't finish it, and I just asked them, maybe I must just drop out. And then our mentor in the UK says, no, I know you will finish. Please don't drop out. We want you to complete it. So I had the support. So, that is my message to everybody. Just keep on learning. You'll always learn, even if it's something new, even if it's a skill or something. And that's what, keeps your brain going. You won't get Alzheimer's and all these other diseases as well. And it just helps you to just contribute to society, because why are we here? What is your mission? What is your vision? Why just waste oxygen on this earth? Learn and make a difference. And most importantly, don't hold the knowledge to yourself, but rather, share that knowledge to help other people. And that is what I believe in.
Oh, it's lovely said. Dr. Shiksha Gallow, I know you were really close to your dad, and he must be looking down on you with a massive smile and just being so proud of you.
He's always supported everything I've done, and even I had a dream when I won that, when I won one of the pageants and also the honorary doctorate rate. I'm busy telling everybody up here about it. It's been a very emotional year, where the year started with me losing my dad in Jan this year. But I always think, as for us that's alive, we need to keep living for the people that passed on, because I believe in quantum and the quantum physics, quantum world. People just move to another dimension, and we need to keep on living in our space that we have. But yes, it's very, very difficult for me, and I miss him so much. But I also, help patients grieve, and I help patients through a lot of things. So I need to also, use what I teach people or my patients for myself, and I find it's really helping me heal.
What you've just said there, I think, is probably like a solution for so many people, maybe who've had loss or don't know how to deal with it. You're living for the people for now, and that is so true. The people upstairs that are looking down on you are obviously extremely bright, but or extremely proud of what we're achieving on earth. But it's the people that are around us that we need to live for and need to, spend our lives with and love and love. I think that's also key importance.
100%. The world, with COVID, Robbie, a lot of people have lost loved ones, they've lost jobs, we've all lost, and then instead of focusing on what we've lost, we should look at what we've gained. We've gained more time with family, we've gained other means of doing things. And most importantly, we need to spread, as you mentioned, love and kindness, and materialistic things no longer matter. You can have millions and millions of dollars in your bank, but the one virus hits and wipes people out. What do people remember about you? So it's so important to always be kind to somebody else. You don't know what they're going through, and always just show love. And that is how we can change the energy in this world to make it a better place.
Well, I just got to say thank you very much for your time again on the RDR show. Where's 2023 taking Dr. Gallow?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking global, much more global as well. Trying to bring more, look at this more global healing. Although I'm doing this now, I'm looking at it at a larger scale. And most important, educating people about their health and how you can also prevent disease. Not only about having a disease and then treating it, we can actually look at preventative measures, and that's where I'd like to focus on, providing information to people about preventing disease in your life.
Well, have a fantastic. We're almost in Christmas, so have a fantastic Christmas, and thank you once again for on the RDR show. You are local, and we respect you so much. And local is lekker, Shiksha. Local is lekker.
Thank you so much, Robbie. All the best.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
The RDR Show with Robbie Durant.